Hi, these are my notes. I made them on my iPad with a program called Docherry. Then I exported the notes as a PDF into TouchCast, and I'm going to go through my slides quickly, but you can pause to read them. Notes are in black, possibly negative things are in red, or things that I wanted to draw your attention to. The speaker's thoughts are in orange. Students' thoughts are in yellow. My thoughts are in green. References are blue. The moderator is purple. Let's skip the introduction. Fiona asked us to transform and find our voice. I hope I've done that. We need to get close to experts. So the first one was to shift our thinking forward. The first one was Judith Suissa. She talked about conceptual analysis. So I tried to conceptualize these terms that we're throwing around. Yes, Neil Summerhill. Let's see. Utilitarian and flourishing, okay. Effective altruism, okay. Positive psychology, and the Republic. So autonomy is close to flourishing. I like that. Tom Wooden talked about historical roots to present problems. And Leslie Gorley gave us these 6 words that I will use in my essay. Okay, Doug Bourne made me think about social mobility coming from skills and knowledge, so that's why we should learn. Michael Young focused on this powerful knowledge, so I tried to represent this powerful knowledge. And we've got subject divisions that are enforced by the government and society, more the government, and then we hope that professionals have a lot of knowledge in one of these areas to teach us, so I tried to make a representation of that. Will kids learn the powerful knowledge? How do we get them to do that? Building knowledge is important, like geography, and you need to avoid being a gene and ignorant by going to school, so you get the powerful knowledge that leads to autonomy. Okay, so here's my idea. We've got the curriculum being set by the government, we've got teachers and the book choice and how to teach, whatever. The pedagogy is all these colorful leaves like a flower to flourish, and we've got the student trying to get from point A to point B. Martin Oliver talked about technology. I'm using a lot of technology. I hope that it's working. Let's see, then we talked about each student and how they develop differently. So let's think about they're trying to reach these different goals. They must be achieved in the system, and then we want educators to avoid certain outcomes, like maybe an autistic child or a murderer or something like that. So we looked at 2 different kinds of curriculum, a more liberal and a more conservative, a more exploratory and a more rigid and quiet transferal of knowledge. But they overlap, so how do we show this? I thought of some of the things that I would put into different categories, things that you need to be a flourishing individual. Here's the toilet reference saying that you can't split everything up into subjects because they do overlap. Knowledge is socially constructed, so subjects overlap anyway. How do we look at assessment? We've got competence or levels of performance, so your progressive surveillance pedagogy doesn't take into account the culture of different students, so they need to be taught with different styles. Then we looked at experts, what it takes to become an expert, 10 years of study or 10,000 hours. Apprenticeship is good, then you can be close to the expert. Here's my idea with lots of different kinds of learning and different kinds of assessment. An apprenticeship, how do you become an expert? How do you gain autonomy? The government makes the curriculum, but the student needs to figure out how to become something in that curriculum so you can leave school and then become an expert and be autonomous, and your situated learning helps that.